Good evening, everyone. I, Dr. Rakshanda, will be giving a lecture on an important topic on anatomy that is very important for your university exam as well as Part 1 MRCOT. That is the femoral triangle. So, can anybody tell me what is a femoral triangle, or anybody have read about this such thing before also? Any one of you? Okay, so under what following subheading we will be, I will be talking about this topic is the introduction, then boundary, content, and clinical anatomy. So, introduction. So, what is a femoral triangle? It is a triangular depression situated on the medial side of the thigh below the inguinal ligament. As you all have already known about the hip bone, hip bone consists of three parts, that is the ilium, ischium, and pubis. And pubis is and in on the pubis, below the pubis is the inguinal ligament. So inguinal ligament, can anybody tell me inguinal ligament is a continuation of which muscle? So inguinal ligament is a continuation of external oblique muscle that is present in the abdomen. Can anybody tell me what is the difference between mid-inguinal point and midpoint of inguinal ligament? So mid-inguinal point extends from anterior superior iliac spine to pubic tubercle, while the midpoint of inguinal ligament extends from the anterior superior iliac spine to pubic symphysis. Can anybody tell me what are the boundaries of femoral triangle? As you can see in this diagram that it is a triangular depression. This is the pelvis and this is the inguinal ligament, and below the inguinal ligament is a triangular depression, as you can clearly see in this, you saw in this diagram. This is the triangular depression. So what are the contents? So as you can see, the medial it is formed by medial border of adductor longus muscle. Lateral it is formed by the medial border of sartorius muscle. Above is formed by the inguinal ligament, and apex is formed by the meeting point of both the muscle, that is adductor longus and the sartorius muscle. So you have to remember about the boundaries. It is a very important topic. So medially it is formed by the medial border of adductor longus muscle. Laterally it is formed by the medial border of sartorius muscle. Above is formed by the inguinal ligament, and below is formed by the apex is formed by the meeting point of both the muscles. So what are the contents of femoral triangle? As you can see in this, the content consists of medially is the femoral vein, then femoral artery, and outside the femoral sheath is the femoral nerve. So you can read from medial to lateral or lateral to medial, from whichever side you are comfortable. So this green structure that you are seeing that is enclosing the femoral vein and femoral artery is the femoral sheath. So femoral, can anybody tell me what is the continuation of femoral sheath, or femoral sheath is a continuation of this structure? Yes. So femoral sheath is a continuation of fascia lata, that is also known as the deep fascia of the thigh. Can anybody also tell me the modifications of any other modifications of fascia lata, that is known as the tensor fascia lata muscle? So as we have read that the content, it consists of femoral vein, artery, and nerve. But you have to remember that only inside the femoral sheath there are three structures only, that is femoral canal containing lymph node of Locate or Rosenmuller, femoral vein, and femoral artery, but not femoral nerve. Then this is the femoral canal. Medial compartment is femoral canal containing lymph node of Locate or Rosenmuller. Intermediate compartment is femoral vein, and lateral compartment femoral artery with femoral branches genitofemoral nerve. So why do we read this topic? What is the importance of femoral triangle? So in surgery there is a condition that is known as hernia. So what is hernia? Can anybody tell me hernia and types of hernia? So hernia is defined as protrusion of abdominal contents into the inguinal ring. It can be any of the structures of the intestine can be there, medial diverticulum can be there, or any of the following structure in the abdomen. So there are many different types of hernia, but in this today's class we will be reading only about two hernia, that is inguinal hernia and femoral hernia. So can anybody tell me in which of the reason does the inguinal hernia occur and femoral hernia occur? So you have to know that inguinal hernia occur above and lateral to the inguinal ligament, while femoral hernia occur above and below to the inguinal ligament. And many of the hernias also are there, that is umbilical hernia, Maydell's hernia, and Richard's hernia. Okay, so is there any conformity test to differentiate between inguinal hernia and femoral hernia clinically? Yes, there is a test that is known as the cuff impulse test. In cuff impulse test, we will place our index finger and little finger, index finger on the inguinal region and ring finger on the femoral region, and we will ask the patient to cuff. If we feel the intestinal contents on the inguinal region, that is known as the inguinal hernia, and if we feel the contents on the femoral region, then it is known as femoral hernia. So question: femoral triangle is bounded medially by which of the following muscle? It is yes, yes, it is bounded by adductor longus muscle. Femoral sheath contains all of the following structure except we have already read that femoral nerve is not the content of femoral sheath. So I hope that you have understood the topic. If any doubt, you can ask in the Telegram group of Part 1 MRCOG. Thank you.